at a very small age, I started like out of nowhere. I started watching videos which were English and some movies included. I was like, what type of language is this? I like how they say these words, and I tried to understand it. I tried to make words out of those words I just discovered, and I was so happy with this language. I kept talking. Good morning, students. Sit down, sit down.
On the show today is this little miss who has perfected English. And as influencers go, if you want to be an influencer, be a Varenya. So I'm going to be joined by this little kid and her father today to understand what is it in the world of influencers being so young.
So, Varenya and her father Pranjal Borbora joined me from Assam today. This little package and this commendable package of talent. And her father is going to take us to the journey of, what goes on in the making of Varenya. So, Pranjal, मैं आपसे सबसे पहले शुरू करती हूँ. मुझे बताइए कि how did this idea come about to put her out there?
It started with her having fun with the camera. Mostly during the COVID times, we have to give phones to our little ones because the online classes and everything were going on in there. That's how the journey began actually. And she started falling in love with the camera, making videos of her own. And her mom used to store them either in YouTube or firstly it was on Google Drive.
Yeah.
Then her mom took it up and started an Instagram channel for us because she used to make very funny videos, which was quite fun at her age at that time. And suddenly we saw that suppose a kid is watching a TV dekh rahi hai, so generally they either choose our native language Assamese or Hindi. What Varenya did is that she immediately picked up these English channels, which we never did actually. She has got an elder sister also, so she is quite like us. हम लोग जो देखते हैं वही देखते हैं. And but she picked up this English, and suppose we are watching a Hindi movie, or I am taking her for a cartoon movie in an Inox, and she will immediately say whether it is the English version or the Hindi version. If I say it's the Hindi version, she will say no, I prefer more the English version. Then suddenly we saw that she is having an inclination towards this language, and she comes up to her mom picking up difficult language as per her age, difficult words, and asking the meaning of it to her mom, who is also an English teacher. She used to tell the meaning of the words, and she used to make sentences. And we suddenly asked her, how did you learn this language? And she did, I keep on watching, I observe them. And then we take a close observation that she get lost whenever she is watching anything in this English language. It's not about what is in the TV, but what is being said, how is being said. Because if I remember as a kid, when we used to watch English movies, we used to read the subtitles to understand the accent. But Varenya was such a kid at that time. She was not even aware of the alphabets. So she couldn't really read the subtitles. So what she used to do is, she used to catch the language itself as her own language, as her own mother tongue. I think that boosted her confidence, and now here she is in front of you all, getting famous a bit, and people keep on now. And we are also taking it seriously as a parents. So I hope the journey continues and she continues to have fun.
Varenya, first question. आप मुझे बताएं, how old are you?
I am 9 years old, and this year I'm about to be 10 years old.
That's big. Your father has told me about how this journey began. What was interesting for you in all this?
All this, the most interesting thing I found was in the language and how they, you say spoke it. I just fell in love with the language. Like when I was at a very small age, I started like out of nowhere. I started watching videos which were English and some movies included. I was like, what type of language is this? I like how they say these words. I really like the language, and I try to observe it as much as I can, and I try to understand it. I try to make words out of those words I just discovered, and I was so happy with this language. I kept talking with this to my dad and mom, to my sister too, and my mom and dad were like, wait, she's speaking English, my mom and dad were like really surprised. I just kept like taking that language and watched more English videos, and while like learned more hard words and continued like that. And now I'm here now, still learning English, obviously. I keep watching movies, I keep watching videos, and that's the only thing that improved me, including English books.
Are you also learning a little bit of Assamese or not?
I am in the process of learning Assamese and it's going great.
Good to know. In your school, are you the most famous student?
Yes, that's right. I am the most famous student. In fact, a lot of people like different break, and a lot of people really crowd over me and ask me questions like, how did you learn this? How did you learn that? OMG, I love your videos. And a lot of people has reached me and watched my videos from Instagram. And I was really surprised that so many people crowded over me. It started off like kind of simple, but then it started happening daily. I was like pretty happy that my fans knew me, and a lot of people came and crowded me over, and I got a bit uncomfortable, I must say, because it was a bit suffocated, but I'm completely fine with it and completely fine with my friends and fans. You can say I am the most popular student.
She's talking about being uncomfortable, suffocated. It's ये social media का world ही ऐसा है. इसमें spotlight इतनी ज़्यादा होती है that once you're in it, escape करना मुश्किल होता है. How do you balance everything?
We are still into the process of understanding it because this is very new to us. Whatever world is taking us into now, जिस दुनिया में जा रहे हैं, वो दुनिया बिल्कुल नया है हम लोग के लिए. The idea of have a celebrity kid or a kid maybe who people knows, because being in a small town now, everyone in and around knows us. If she moves out also, there will be a lot of people coming up for pictures, and because our people doesn't get to know big celebrities out here, so she is taken to be a chota mota sa celebrity ban gayi hai abhi yahan pe. We have tried ki she take it humbly, it doesn't go into her system and into arrogance or rudeness. She is very good in learning. She say thanks to them, everyone, and she is being very humble, and she also believes now that she is a blessed kid, because she believes that there are many good people doing great things. That's what we have told her, that there are many good people in this world doing many great things, but they are not getting the attention, but you are getting the attention. That means you are blessed. So you need to stay humble, you need to learn every day, and only then the blessings will continue. And she has taken it up that way. If people enjoy conversing her, if she inspires some more kids, I think we'll be happy that way. We're taking it lightly as of now.
Content जो बनता है, जो वारण्या दिखाती है हमें, एक तो how often do you make it, and what is the process behind it? What is the thinking? You sit with her, or is it her only thinking, because I've seen her using words like face is the index of the mind, and I was like, that's a lot of words for a young one. But if she's doing it, or is it your wife as well? Is it a family get together that sits, makes the content? How does it work?
Initially, it mainly worked with her only making it. Okay. Right. So she's the one who used to make it. The first video, the meditation bowl that went viral, that 100% was all hers. Then I would say my contribution towards is very minimal. I only try to figure out whether the words are being spoken the way it should be. Mainly the woman behind it is my wife, who takes care of the content, because she, being a faculty of English over the last 20 years, is very aware of the common mistakes that students do in her classes. So she does it, and she has to just give a sort of small introduction to Varenya, that this is how it happens and this is the mistake that is being done. Then Varenya will come up with her own style. You can say 30% of it is given by her mom, right? So this is the thing, this is how it should be pronounced, and this is how it goes, and you can do it this way. Then immediately Varenya will come up with her own dressing sense, and she will come up with her own words and sentences and make it 100% from 30%. Woman behind it is mainly my wife, the content. So a big applause to her and a thank you to her also. And it's been wonderfully drafted by Varenya. The edit and everything is done by her elder sister, and so it's mostly a teamwork now. It's a small family enterprise now.
How long does it take for you to take one reel out? How many days?
First, we find out the video idea, either its pronunciation or different spelling, or fixing out the wrong. First of all, we find the little mistake and the video content we can make, and then first I need to dress up like a teacher, obviously, and then make videos. So I just take a little try. First, the first video I make is literally like I use it as a practice. So first I do a little video, and then the mistakes I make, my mom fixes it a bit and I get it, and then after that I do another video and it gets better by better. But obviously it takes a lot of time to make and post a video. One, like, even if it becomes 12 a.m., I still have the energy to do it. Obviously I first keep practicing and taking takes until it becomes perfect and the words are all clean and stuff. So really it takes a lot of takes to use these words, to find out how to use them. Obviously it takes a huge amount of time. But I have the courage to keep on doing it. I just want to keep making, and I always have fun while making videos. Actually, I enjoy it a lot. I really have the joy in me when I make a video, and I'm just really happy that I'm actually making a video and I'm saying this stuff and this stuff. But I must say it takes a lot of time to create and make videos, but it's completely worth it.
Or does it sometimes take away from your playtime or meeting with your friends because you have to do this?
No, absolutely not. Actually, I do all my homework and stuff and play with my friends, obviously. And then at 11 o'clock, I start making the video. So both mom and me are free at that time. 11 o'clock in the night, I just start the video, and maybe it sometimes even becomes 1 o'clock at mistake, but it mostly ends at 12 p.m. But I just start making normally I make videos at 11 p.m. and my mom helps me out and stuff, and I'm really happy, but I am a bit tired at that time, I must say. I'm not really that tired because I'm a really energetic kid and I keep running around the house like this little mouse, and I have a lot of energy in me, so I just feel a little sleepy, but I wake myself up somehow and then I get all energized and stuff, and then at night when I sleep, I cannot sleep because I'm too energized to sleep because I just made the video and somehow I sleep.
So what's the best part for you? Is it the dressing up? Is it the speaking? What is the best part of this?
The best part is the speaking and making the more making videos. So I like it because it's kind of fun for me. So like, how do I say this? Like, say a few words, and whenever I spot a mistake, I can straight up spot the mistake and keep doing it, which makes it like a fun cycle, like you're on the playground playing at the swings. You keep going back and forth, right? And it's really fun for me that I'm speaking and making a lot of videos, and my mom fixes all the dresses for me, and she makes me wear the chadar mekhlas, and she helps me with everything almost, and I am very comfortable in that dress. So the best part, the speaking, like nothing else but the speaking.
Pranjal, मुझे बताइए, what in your opinion has been the reason for such a big reaction to her video?
Internet is all about being real. We live in a virtual world. As far as I have been, since the time in 2000 when we were being very, we came into this world called internet. So many things that has been there in the internet, and people are not very sure which one to go for or which one they like, and it has really made the whole crowd confused, kind of a thing. So now I think the crowd wish to see very authentic kind of contents, and they wish to see something which really makes them feel good at the end of the day, which gives them a sense of belongingness, which gives them a sense of sweetness, which gives them a sense of like kuch maja aaya dekh ke, and something which they haven't seen anywhere, right? There are so many kids who are speaking English or teaching English internet right now, and the reason behind Varenya doing it is her sweetness, number one. Number two is, she has told you already, she can fix her own mistakes in the video. Even if she can do a almost 99% perfect video on take one, she will immediately come up and say, no, this is not the right one, I will go one more time. So she can do it, and it's a fun for her, secondly, and I think people connect with that energy. Apart Apart from that, her acting skills. Every words, when she was first interviewed by a channel, I asked them that why you are taking this interview, because there are so many thousands of kids who are speaking English and doing so great. Then they told me that no, it is not about the English she is speaking. It is the expressions she is giving with every word. That is something very hard to find. And combined with the acting skills, it becomes a package kind of a thing, everything. So I think that's what is pulling the crowd towards her.
It's a very charming package that comes out. Tell me, this whole worry about social media, and it's such an unknown platform in a sense. The dangers of social media, cyberbullying. How do you stay ahead of that?
दिमाग में आया नहीं, एक बार हुआ भी था, her account was hacked, उसका hack हो गया था, and the one who hacked it sold it almost like 6 times, and they were asking for 60,000 rupees from us to give us the account back. But we just told them that no, we are not giving you anything. If you want to keep the thing, you can take it back. We don't want the account anymore, because her content was so authentic, authentic, and it was all her own thing. She was not copying anyone. That all her fans used to bully the other guy who bought it from her actually. And at the end of 2 days, that guy called me up, say, you are the father of Varenya, I am so and so, I have bought this account, but I want to give this account back, but please don't put a complaint against me because I want to give this account back. So after 2 days, we got the account back. So if I have to say that in this way, the fans in the internet help us to get the account back. So I would like to say thank you to them. And also, I am aware of the bullying that happens on internet. But thankfully, till now, she has been able to deliver and make contents which is accepted by everyone. And some amount of bullying is there, but I think she can accept that. Going forward also, I want to make her realize that she needs to make very ethical learning videos which suits to her age actually, which goes as per her age, right? In order to avoid any kind of bullying. She is taking it up, and I think if the content is good, we can control that bullying to a large extent.
I want you to tell me what is it that you have prepared next.
Yes, we have a video prepared right now actually, that a lot of people call it Xerox instead of like photocopy, and a lot of people call it Maggie when it's just noodles. Actually, there's this video on mispronunciation actually. First, it's not Angel, it's Angel, and I've heard a lot of people just say Angel or something like that, and it just surprises me, and I really have to correct them. And the next one is Dove, but actually it's like a lot of people, it's like Dove, but a lot of people say Dove, and which really, which is a bit wrong, and I have to correct them for that. And last but not least, it's not tortoise, it's tortoise, and this happens a lot near me, which I have to correct almost all the time, but I'm completely fine with mispronunciations, and I am completely fine with almost everything which goes wrong.
All your students who are watching you, do they take you seriously? Do they come back and tell you that they have learned something?
Yeah, a lot of students in my class has learned a lot of things, and they keep like joking me around like, oh my god, Varenya, it's not two-tier. Oh my god, I thought it was two-tier, but it's two-tier. Oh my god, thank you, Varenya. And my class keeps saying those things, which makes me really hardly laugh. And I just burst out laughing in front of them. And a lot of people just keep doing this, and even higher classes than mine keep doing this, and I'm pretty much happy, and I just burst out laughing right in front of them, and they just keep doing those things.
So before I let you go, there's a task for you. You're the teacher, and I'm your student. What would you say to me?
We need a situation. Like, what's happening around the room?
You just have to think of something. Nothing is happening around me. It's all very calm.
Okay, so you're my student.
Yes.
I would probably say on what depends on what's happening. Like, what would I say? Say that you're the new student.
I am your new student, Varenya.
Good morning, students. Sit down, sit down. And today we have a new student around here, and her name is. May I know your name, please?
Jyotsna. You can go with Joe.
Joe, entered our class, and this is our new student. So this is Joe. Joe, can you give us an introduction? And then you say the introduction, and I'm like, very good, Joe. So please take a seat, and we'll let you understand all the chapters that we have done this time. And students, please be patient so she can understand. And please be nice with her and be gentle with Joe. And yeah, you can take a seat, Joe, right over Josh, right near Josh. And
Joe, I love that. Thank you, my darling. Paranjay, I think she's made for the stage. And, this is such an amazing talent. Such an amazing talent. I am the student. I have taken that seat on the side and I have watched her. And it's commendable. And I've watched
Thank you so much. Keep guiding her.
Important. कि बच्चे क्या कर रहे हैं. It's not just कि बच्चे क्या कर रहे हैं, but it's also important कि उनकी family उनको कैसे guide कर रही है and कैसे balance कर रही है, because fame is not easy, success is not easy, social media is big, but in a world of social media and influencers, if you have to be one, be vivacious. Varenya, a very charming young girl, doing the right thing, and Varenya, I wish you all the best. That you balance all your play, your work, and all of this, all this beautiful content that you give out. हम बड़े शहरों की बातें करते रहते हैं, but small towns are full of talent, and well, thank you so much for taking the time out.
Thank you so much, and I'm very honored to meet you.
It's my pleasure entirely.
Thank you so much. Please keep blessing me.
Thank you so much for bringing us here.
You have all the blessings.
Hope to see you someday.
Thousands and thousands and millions of people. So keep doing your good work.
But did you just say that? Oh my God! Thank you so much.
But don't forget to study. Study is important. But don't forget to play either. Study and play are very important. No, you must.
I have my fun time every day.
And your followers are having fun time watching you. Thank you so much. I'm going to end it here, guys. Thank you.